Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to Cocktales. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called Come Here, Little Daddy. The ingredients you need: 10 fresh mint leaves, 1 lime wedge, 1.5 ounces of freshly squeezed pomelo juice, 1 ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice, 1 teaspoon of superfine sugar, 2.5 ounces of dark rum, club soda to finish, mint sprigs for garnish, edible flowers for garnish. That's optional. If you're not with the edible flowers, that's fine. Okay, so using a cocktail shaker, add the fresh mint leaves and lime wedge. Using a muddler, muddle the mixture well, breaking the mint leaves up into smaller pieces. Add the pomelo juice, the lime juice, and the sugar. Continue to muddle until well mixed. Add the rum and a handful of ice. Shake vigorously for about 20 seconds. Pour into the desired serving glass with lots of ice, top with the club soda, and garnish with the fresh mint sprigs and some edible flowers if you want to be fancy. And that's a Come Here, Little Daddy.
Now this one, I don't know what pomelo juice is, but I like that it has edible flowers. I like those pretty drinks.
Have you ever nibbled an edible flower? Mm-hmm. Me too. I wanted to eat the whole thing. It wasn't. I didn't. It's not tasty, but it's pretty.
It is. I love when a drink has that. Welcome back to Cocktails Dirty Discussions, you guys.
What's been up, Key?
My sinuses. That's why I'm sniffling. I'm so sorry, you guys. But not much. I am trying to do some shopping. I have ordered several things for the upcoming live shows.
New York, we coming to your city, baby.
Don't you hate when you order something online and you get it and it's like, y'all stole that picture from another website?
You sure did. And you're like, well, this does not look like this.
Yeah, so I had that happen a couple of times, disputed the charge. It's all good because you were fraudulent for this frock you sent me when I asked for a cat suit. But I've been ordering different stuff and just trying to get my look together, looking for makeup artists, hairstylists, things like that for on the road. I wish we had somebody who could travel with us.
And, you know, it's so funny because when I was telling my mom the stress that I have, you saw with my hair in Charlotte, I didn't have anyone to do my hair and I had to do my own hair, and I was really mad because I don't know how to do hair. And my mom was like, you guys need to start having a makeup artist travel with you and a hairstylist. I was like, Mom, how much money do you think we're making?
Right. When people say stuff like that, it's like, do you understand that all of these things cost? And not only do they have their fee, you got to pay their travel expenses,
their lodge.
Yes, all of that. When really I feel like, well, never mind, but
but I really, now I'm on the prowl to make someone my best friend who is either a hairstylist or does makeup, because then it's just different. Could you imagine if Hannah could do hair or makeup and she already is just like, I want to come and help anyways? It's like, thank you, dude.
I wish my sister could come because she does hair.
Oh, that would be amazing.
But she got a whole family, so she can't come all the time. None of my friends do makeup. I had to put on peaceful music so I could take my time and have a steady hand to get my face together.
I went to Sephora in Charlotte.
Horrible idea.
I left looking crazy. So bad that I had to tell the woman how bad she did. I was like, I have a show, and I literally said that. And if you felt any type of, I don't think I can do this, you should have said that. Because I would have
the original girl.
Yeah, I was in Sephora. I could have just bought what I needed and did it myself. By the time she finished, it was 4:00. The doors opened at 6.
Right. We're all running around like not having that people. Makeup artist really threw everybody off because I think everybody was going to be on time. Mm-hmm. I was like getting in the car, about to head up to the venue. Now I got to go to Sephora too. And y'all know I don't do well with going to Sephora. I went and bought new stuff.
See,
I did get some new products that I'm really excited about. One of them I cannot find, and I'm upset about that. One of those powders from Mario, Makeup by Mario. It's just not cheap. I need to find it. I need to unpack.
Yeah.
Have you unpacked yet?
Not yet, because
which is a damn shame.
It's a damn shame. I think when this episode drops, I'm in Morocco. I need to go pack for Morocco.
You got a lot to do. Are you excited about the trip?
I am so excited. And this go around, I'm really excited because normally when I've traveled with Paradise and Vibe, I meet the girls out there that created this whole experience for everybody. And this time we're all flying out together. So that'll be a lot of fun. We're all on the same flight to Paris. And then from Paris, we go to Marrakesh. And we're getting there a little bit earlier than the guests so we can set things up and get the surprises ready for everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've never been to Morocco. A lot of people say like they're known for their rugs. And I was like, am I going to have to order a rug? I think I might come back with a rug and a Moroccan prince like I've been saying. But and some spice. You know I got you on the spices.
I have always wanted to go there and go to one of the spice markets. It just seems so cool. Instead, I go to Penzies. Have you ever been to Penzies?
I haven't. What is it?
Oh, you should go. So Penzi Spices, it is this cute little store. I don't know how many locations they have. They also have a website, but it's in Sandy Springs off Roswell Road near the Trader Joe's in Sandy Springs. Mm-hmm. And they just have all these different spices. And then they have like the regular stuff. And then they have like different blends. They have different extracts for flavoring of different things. It's just like so many spices and flavorings, and that's all that they sell. And they sell the jars, and that's another thing I like. All the jars look the same. Ooh. You know how
so everything's matching, and
the labels are the same. Everything is the same. It just looks so nice and uniform, and it's a good way. It's a good place to go to, whether you really like cooking or you're just getting started, because they do have a lot of the spice ones. You don't have to do too much to them, and they're really good quality spices. I just love spice.
I cooked for someone the other night, tapping into my wifey skills, and they were really shocked because I really don't be cooking for niggas. And I did, because the jokes were being thrown that I couldn't cook, and I was like, yes, I can. I just don't be cooking. So anyways, I went and got some stuff. I looked up a recipe on Pinterest.
What'd you make?
It was chicken thighs with the bone in and the skin on, and it was a honey garlic chicken with roasted rosemary potatoes, and it was like a one pot situation. Like you sizzle them on top in the stove, and then you sizzle the potatoes, and then you make the sauce, pour it on top, and put everything in the oven. And she was so excited. Like it was very cute to see how excited this person was, and I was like, see,
isn't that a good feeling?
It is.
I love that feeling when I cook for a man, and then they just and they're so appreciative. Like, and I sit back and I'm just smiling.
Do you eat with them?
Yeah, but usually I'm staring at them eat and enjoy my food. And then like when I eat and then I look up and it's all gone, I'm like,
yeah, it did feel good. She was like, when you cooking again? I actually want to cook again. Like it was nice.
I wanted to cook for somebody tonight, but this is gonna be a late night. I'm like, maybe Friday.
Okay, what you gonna cook?
I don't know. I went to the grocery store today, and I've really been into cooking the whole fish, so I might do a whole branzino, because when I was in Dallas, I had tried some restaurant in Fort Worth, and I never really go to Fort Worth. But me and Sandra and Margot went, and it was a Mexican place, and they had some kind of sauce. It had capers. I love capers.
Bitch, onions. I will go through a jar of capers in 2 days.
It was so good. And then the fish, they had removed all of the bones, but it kept the head, and it was still the whole fish with the skin on and everything that was nice and crispy. Oh, that shit was so good. Oh, it was so good. I can't even think of Attico. That's the name of the place. It's a rooftop lounge and restaurant on top of the Spring Hill Suites. I didn't know that they did that kind of stuff at a Spring Hill Suites, but down there by the Stockyards. If you're in Fort Worth, you can check it out. But yeah, I did that. Oh, and then we were talking about crawfish during the little thing. I did a crawfish boil.
Ooh, when you went home?
Yeah, so I ordered the crawfish. They sent me a text. The company that does it, they sent me a text, and they were like, Memorial Day weekend sale. So I ordered them. I said, I don't know who about to help me with these crawfish, but
wait, so when you order them, do they send them alive?
Yeah. Oh so they had to FedEx overnight them. They come in like a cooler, like one of those things, but it's a styrofoam cooler. And then they're in the sack, which is like a mesh netty type of thing. They're in the sack with like ice packs in there to keep them
And they're moving
cool.
around.
Well, they're usually pretty still until you tap them, but they will move. And like if I take them out the net, or once we took them out the net, yeah.
Have you ever got pinched by one?
No, I stay back.
Could you?
And I bought some big gloves to use just in case.
Just in case they go.
I had to do it myself.
Imagine me getting someone's wrong package, and I'm like,
and it was crawfish.
What is it? And I'm opening it up like, what is this? I would have a heart attack.
Call me. If it's crawfish, call me. I don't know where we're going to boil them out here because we both live in an apartment, but I'm going to figure it the fuck out. That was so good. And so like friends came over. Oh, one of the guys that went with me to Greece was there. I went on that Greece trip years ago. If you're an OG listener, you know. And he was like, one of my really good friends saw me post a picture of you, like one of the group pictures.
Of me?
No, of me.
Oh.
One of the group pictures from the trip was like, oh my God, you know her?
Kiki.
I love cocktails. Please tell her I said I love cocktails. I was like, oh my God, I'm famous.
That actually recently happened to me too. A friend of mine had posted a picture of me in their story and was like, do you really know Medina Monroe? And they were like, Dean? I was cracking up. I was like, oh my gosh, y'all really be.
I love it when y'all do it. Keep it coming.
Someone right now in Australia is listening to this show.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
It really is. But anyway, we boiled the crawfish. I think I was cooking all weekend. I barbecued one day and I sat back on the couch like this. Everybody was smiling and soaking up the food, just finger licking good. That is like one of the best feelings I ever had.
When you just said
It's
barbecue,
orgasmic.
it reminded me of, I went on a show now a couple of weeks ago. It's called The Pineapple Show, hosted by my friend Mel. She actually came on the show.
I saw that. What is that?
Before. It is hilarious. She has this little online show where she only brings women on, and it's basically like a phone call. Basically, the guys come on. All these guys are lined up to talk to you and basically shoot their shot. You say pineapple if you were uninterested, and she hangs up and the next person joins. And so this one guy joined, and he was like, hey, he was like, I really have this fetish, like don't pineapple me yet. I was like, okay, what's up? He was like, I like to put barbecue sauce on toes and like suck the barbecue sauce off. And I was like, what kind of barbecue sauce you be liking? You want a hickory smoked or a Carolina? Like, what's up? I ended up saying pineapple because he was just getting weird, but it just reminded me of that. Y'all check out The Pineapple Show. It's hilarious.
Imagine that. The barbecue sauce toe nigga was getting weird. Who would have thought? Barbecue sauce is good though. I love barbecue sauce. And I like to put my fries in it.
So I like to put a fry in it, dip a little sandwich in it. Like if it's a chicken sandwich, like a nugget.
Put that shit on everything.
I love and I like to try the different barbecue sauces.
I had barbecue when we were in Charlotte.
You did?
I did. The day we left, I went to a barbecue place. Me, T, and Jerome.
I don't know how you did that because I would have been asleep on the road.
I took a nap. That's why I didn't get back till late. So when we got woken up by the maids to clean the Airbnb, it was 11 o'clock. So we had to hurry up and leave. I looked like a witch. I started to FaceTime you, but I knew you were driving. I looked crazy, y'all. And so we just gathered up all my stuff. That's why I don't know where my stuff is. I got 3 pairs of shoes that are not mine. Friends, if you're missing shoes, hit me up. I might wear them though.
I'm missing a sandal. If you see a brown Jesus looking sandal, that's mine.
I don't have that. I do have some black sandals, some clear heels with a black bottom, 2 of those. Anyway,
got wild over there, huh?
Well, that was just in the car, so I don't know what was going on in the car. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I stopped and got some barbecue. I think it was called Mid Smoke or something. I don't know. It was really good, but I could barely eat because I was still tired. And I was like, you know what, y'all? I'm still a little, I don't know if I'm hungover or drunk because I don't know if it's reached the next level. I just went to a truck stop and took a nap. I wasn't going to be able to make it.
I don't know how you did because I was struggling. I didn't even do half of what you did. I got a little dick, but like that was about it.
That sounds fun.
So much fun. Quick, but fun. 6-page Google Doc. Why did this nigga send me another email?
Why didn't you block him?
This is the other day.
I know you don't block people.
No. He is blocked on everything.
Oh.
I keep forgetting to block the email because initially I didn't know you could block an email address, but then listeners were like, telling me you could. And I just forgot because he's gone. I woke up the other day and I don't know if maybe somehow I popped up in his feed. We are growing. Maybe he heard me talk about the Google Doc. He hit me up like, hey, I just wanted to let you know it's not no hard feelings over here. Girl, I was cracking up.
Why is he even reaching out?
And he was like, I'm just now seeing the response to your email, to me responding to him, sending me the Google Doc.
He's lying.
He's lying. You're fucking lying. That was last October, my nigga. You're lying. Something happened and it brought me up and you just happened to want to respond to see if I was still gonna bite because you think that you that nigga because you're a narcissist. But really, even if you listen to this, you really ain't shit. And I still remember how you used to Disney princess dive on the bed and spread your booty hole open like a little bitch. Anyways, he was like, I just wanted to break it down for you and let you know that there were no hard feelings when I sent that to your whole entire family.
How?
And I hope you that, because I told him I was going to call the police. He was like, it was never like a situation that needed to escalate to that. Girl, I was about to respond.
You escalated when you started typing.
When you did that shit. And he better be glad that I am a person that just has respect for everybody because I could really out him. I could do it. And I'm not going to do it, but I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
Okay, well, that was just a joke. It was all just a joke, you guys. What else has been going on? Anything positive?
Yes, I went on a date with Lieutenant Bay, and it's been a minute since we've gone on like a really good, memorable date. Like we do fun things, but like an activity.
What'd y'all do?
So I told him, hey, look, we need to start creating more memories together or I'm going to have to stop talking to you. Yeah. And he was like, no. Okay. So I go to Houston and he finds this gorgeous little ranch, like on the outskirts. We wake up super early. We go do a riding lesson together. Well, it was a trail ride and he has never been, he's just He's never been on a horse? He's never been on a horse. He is a very, he's older. He's just one of them guys where he goes to work, he makes his money, he does what he does, goes to sleep, does it all over again. He's not really like an experienced type of dude.
Okay.
He'll do it, but you got to force him to do it. He's an old nigga. So I'm like, I love horseback riding. Let's do it. And you have to ride too. It's not just going to be me. Girl, he had to take calming medicine. Before we went, he was so nervous. He was like, "But what?" He was like, "I was looking online at like some of the incidences that can happen when you're horseback riding." He was like, and then on the video that they sent for us to watch the safety video, he really watched the safety video.
He
was
too.
like, she was running on the horse. I was like, "Baby, they're not gonna do that with you. They understand that you have never been on a horse before. They're not gonna do that.
They're gonna give you the more docile horse in situations like that. Right. You just have to tell them."
Yeah, that's what I told them, and I was like, "He's really nervous." He was like, "I'm not nervous." I was like, "Stop saying that before they give you the rowdy horse."
And the horses can feel your energy.
And that's what I told him. I was like, so, and then when I told him that, he was like, all right, stop. And then he's big. Like, he's like a tall man. He's about 6'5". He was like, the lady was like, okay, we're going to give you Colt's this huge horse so it could take his weight. And he was like, do I need a horse that big? She's like, yeah, because your feet are going to.
Big.
It was so cute. I took a video of him getting on the horse and them telling him all this stuff. And I told the lady, he's really nervous. So they gave him a horse that's kind of retarded or mentally challenged. That's what they said. They were like, Colt is not all the way there. And so you're good in his hands. He just follows the other horses. And so he got on that horse. They gave me the rowdy horse. My horse's name was Fire Point because I know how to ride. And so they gave me the feisty horse. It was so much fun. Hot as shit because Houston is hot right now, bitch.
It is.
Girl, we put on our little bandanas, our little helmets, and we went on a whole little an hour-long ride and came back, and he had so much fun. It was just such a great memory that we got to create together, and I was excited about that.
Yeah, and that's a good one too, when you try something new that you were really scared of, and then you realize I had a good time.
Yeah.
And then like, since you're there, it's like he's always going to remember that. Niggas, that's what y'all are supposed to be doing. And that's how you get the girls going crazy.
Right?
Don't say I never told you nothing. When somebody gives me a new experience, I don't forget
remember
it.
them. And you put a little emoji next to their name in the phone.
I don't do that because I don't need that catch me up.
And it will catch you up.
Because your phone starts ringing and you see it in the screen. Well, who is that? You don't need to know their name.
Next to it?
Because, well, now you know. This is one of my other niggas. I don't like to share that part. You don't need to know who they are. Just know that they're there.
I've been meeting a lot of really great people lately, Kiki.
Okay, great people like dating type great or just in general?
You know what? A little bit of both.
That's good.
Dating wise and just in general, some really great friends. Normally for a minute we had a little stint where we were like, dating is trash. These niggas ain't shit. Fuck all y'all. And now I'm kind of like, okay, I'm getting better niggas.
Okay, that's good. What have they been doing? What's different?
They've just been showing up. Like, they've been having great conversation. They've been asking questions. They've been planning good dates, just creating a good environment to have a fun time. The sex is mind-blowing. God damn. It's just like I'm...
You had a flashback?
I did. Oh, I'm hot. My hives is coming out. Jesus. Oh, but I guess that's a great segue into weird sex.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
Yes. Okay. So somebody who hasn't been having a great time is this chick. She was on TikTok. You may have seen the video. She got a vibrator. This made me think of you. She had a vibrator and she was playing with it in her ass. And it was one of those little bullet type things. Her booty sucked that shit up. And she couldn't get it out. She tried to fish it out with her hand. She couldn't get it out. And that bitch was still vibrating. Okay. It was not an anal plug. It was still vibrating on the inside. She was scared. And she was like, what am I going to do? That bitch was vibrating until it died. Right. So then she was like, she was trying to like shit it out, and it's not coming out. And she's just like stressed the fuck out about it. Right. As you would be. Because then like, what if it causes some sort of infection and then you die? And is that really what you want to go out
like,
at?
what happened to Natalie?
Yeah, and then somebody's gonna leak the information.
I heard a vibrator got stuck in her booty hole and it was sizzling and it electrocuted her from the inside out.
Yep, and that's how the story is gonna go by the time it gets to the last person at the funeral. Anyway, so next day she's still like, "What the fuck? This bitch isn't coming out."
She waited a day.
Well, she did it like at nighttime, I guess, odd hours, and she was hoping maybe for a morning poop.
Oh, bitch, I was ready to go to the emergency room.
So that's where she went. So she goes to the emergency room. The doctors try and fish it out. They can't get to it.
That booty
So they
hole
said,
runs
you
deeper
know
than you
what?
think.
I mean, it runs up to your mouth.
Your booty hole?
Yes, that's how you eat food. It goes through your whole digestive tract and goes through your booty hole. That's how it works.
It's not just like a straight shot.
Well, no, it's not a straight
that's what
shot,
I'm
but
saying.
it's like it's long. It turns to your intestines. But anyway, so she goes and the doctors cannot get it out, and they're like, "Sorry, girl, but the only thing we can do is surgery." So she had to get her ass operated on to get it out. They did successfully remove it in one piece. They cleaned it off, put it in a Ziploc bag, left it on the table beside the hospital bed. So when she woke up, she saw her toy and she said that bitch still works. So I don't know who makes those toys, maybe Dame Products, but they are durable. Okay.
Wow.
And she's okay. She had to get stitched back together and
Talk about waterproof. This is waterproof, dookie juice proof.
everything. I think, maybe if you like to do the anal play, maybe pick a longer toy. So when your booty starts sucking it up, you have a little grip.
I say just use a dick. Use a penis. Because when
A
that
real one.
toy got stuck in my butthole, I was really like, I'm not doing this no more. It's such a terrifying experience. 'Cause I was like, I'm going to have
And then
to
your
call
booty
my
is going to
mom.
clench up because you're nervous.
Yeah. At least I had somebody to dig in my booty for me to
What
help me
was
get
your
it out.
mama going to do?
Well, I was just gonna say, if I was gonna have to undergo surgery, I gotta let somebody know. It can't just be me and Lieutenant.
I
Babe.
would have told my sister, like, please don't tell her. Please don't tell her. This is too embarrassing.
That's so embarrassing. All right, gentlemen. Father's Day is just around the corner, and our friends at Manscaped are here to ensure that the dad in your life is looking like a daddy or zaddy material this June. You can find their signature Lawnmower 4.0 in the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 for the perfect bundle to tackle any and all old man hair from head to toe, because the daddies be hairy. This is no dad joke either.
Treat him and yourself and join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code COCKTALES at manscaped.com. That's COCKTALES at manscaped.com. Trust me, the dad bod will thank you.
So I have a few different Manscaped products, and one of the things that I love, they send a nice little bundle, and the gifts are quality gifts. Like, I'm going to give it to every person that's a dad in my life that I appreciate. They gave this little weed whacker tool, and it's like for them to get the hair out of their nose, because daddies be having hairy noses.
And ears.
And you can just zoop, zoop, zoop. And the actual tool is really nice. Like, I was like, I wish I had some hair in my nose.
Yeah, I like the lawnmower. I'll be honest. We have worked with Manscaped before, so I've tried their products, and I tried to give it to somebody who I thought could appreciate it because I know he likes to manscape. He keeps it looking good. He was like, "Oh, I use their products already," and so I'm like, "Okay, so the fine niggas know, but the daddies don't know. We got to let the daddies know." Anyway, I've tried it myself.
Love it.
And some hair. It was just great. These make really, really good gifts. If you don't know what to get a dad in your life, whether it's your man or your actual dad, grandfather, whatever, they have bundles. They have individual products that you can get. It's just so much good stuff. And they look really nice. I love when stuff just looks good.
It's very fly. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code COCKTALES, COCKTALES, at manscaped.com.
Again, get 20% off. Free shipping with the code COCKTALES at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code COCKTALES. He'll be shaking the gifts his mama gave.
Shake with your mama, girl. Ow, ow, ow. Or your sugar baby.
Okay, whoever it was. Okay.
All right, y'all. So this week we're talking about a few different things, and I'm really excited to hear your take on this because like I was saying earlier, I have been meeting a lot of great people, and I'm really trying to get rid of my fuck girl ways.
Okay, that's good. It's positive.
Yeah, I've been called a fuck girl a few times in my life, and I don't appreciate it because I just don't see it. But, there's some things, the shoe fits on some of the things that people have said about me. And so, I have been dealing with a few different people, right? And lying to people is really hard, and it takes a lot. You get stuff confused. You don't remember what you told somebody, and now you find yourself where you once had 5 niggas. Now you have none because everyone's like, bitch, you be lying. So now, everyone's like, be honest with me. Just be honest. So I've really been trying that.
Okay.
In my romantic life, and being honest with everyone. So y'all know I have Lieutenant Bay.
Y'all know I recently.
That's not your boyfriend.
That's not my boyfriend because we don't live in the same city, and that does not make sense. Long distance does
why.
not
Okay.
work. So there's Lieutenant Bay, and I recently met a young lady. Happy Pride Month. Shout out to all y'all. And women, it's hard to lie to women.
Yeah.
Like, those bitches be paying attention.
Yeah.
And they will call you out. They'll be like, excuse me, what? So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be honest with everybody. One night I was hanging out with, I don't even know what we should call her, what her bae name should be. Let's call her, I don't know. I'll think of something. But,
she should be Sugar Mama the way she likes to.
Oh, let's call her Sugar Mama Bae. So me and Sugar Mama Bae were hanging out, and I decided I wasn't going to answer the phone for Lieutenant Bae. And I felt really bad. And then he was really mad. He started sending me all these paragraphs of messages, and I'm like, I don't even know what to say. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm turning my phone off. Just wrong. I should have just said something. I ended up having a conversation with him, and I was like, hey, listen, I met somebody. Again, I'm still single, but like I'm spending a lot more time than I thought I would, and I don't want you to feel no type of way. And I also don't want to lose you. I really enjoy our time together. I have love for you. I'm like, your position has not changed in my life. It's just, I met somebody and
you have some teammates now.
And it's just, I'm having a really good time and I really don't want to stop it. And I don't know if you're okay with that. He said he was okay with that. And then I had a conversation with Sugar Mama Bae and I was like, hey, listen, I have a person in my life and he really is not going anywhere. I'm not going to tell him to go anywhere. She was like, well, I would just appreciate it if you ask him to respect our time together and not call how he does. And so, I relayed the message. Girl, it's been like, what
happened when you relayed that message?
He keeps saying he's not mad, and he's definitely mad. I'm sweating even telling this. Look at my shirt.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, because
keep those arms down. It is wet. She has a swimming pool up under her
arm. I
arm.
through my Selena y los Dinos top. Because for me,
stressing you out right now?
It's not even that it's stressing me out. It's actually a relief, but like, it's hard to be honest with people when you think you might lose them and you really do care about them. And in that sense, I'm talking about Lieutenant Bae. Like, I really do care about that nigga. And so, like, if I ever felt like I was really going to lose him, I would be really sad. I know I would. And so, like, it was hard to really take a deep breath and be like, this is why the fuck I didn't answer my phone. Because I think I lied and said that we had a late night recording. And then I said that we had got really drunk. And it was just all these lies. And he was like, wait, what? And then I was just like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just going to tell you what it is. I met somebody. I do like her. It's a woman. And he feels less intimidated because it's a woman, but like, it's still like,
but she been bringing the big dick energy or the big pussy energy. Okay?
Ooh, the big old Garfield energy. And so it's just really hard to be honest when you think you're going to lose someone. And so I wanted to ask you, do you think you can be too honest? Because even though he has said he wants me to be honest and everyone wants me to be honest, every time I'm honest with both of them, they both get mad.
Yes, I do think you can be too honest. Sometimes it's all about tact. And you have to have some when you're telling somebody something. Mm-hmm. So sometimes, you can tell somebody the truth and there's no lies. It's not, but you might want to limit details maybe. I don't know exactly what you said to him, but I just think like sometimes it's like, okay, I want to know things, but I don't need a play-by-play. Mm-hmm. I don't need to know every single detail. A general something in a situation like this where it's like, okay, I'm dating a guy. And the guy is dating other women. I don't need to know that y'all went on a date to the winery and spent the weekend there and did all the spa stuff and then went and laid up under the stars. I don't need to know that. You know what, Kiara? I had a date over the weekend or I have a date over the weekend and I'm not going to be available, but I still would like to see you next Thursday. That's all you got to tell me. I don't need all the details. The other stuff is too honest. I didn't ask you all that. Now, are you trying to hurt my feelings?
Now they want details. That's
like, crazy.
Really, it's just Lieutenant Bae. He'd be like, oh, well.
I think he probably is trying to temp check and see how deep in it are you.
Literally in the middle of eating my pussy one night, he was like, would she be doing? I was like, all right, you got to stop. You got to chill. I'm being honest with you because you want the honesty. And quite frankly, I want to be honest with you, but I'm not about to tell you how this bitch eats my pussy.
Yeah. And it's like, I have limits too on how much I want to share with you. I don't have to share everything with you. I'll share what I think you need to know, what we have agreed that you need to know, or even want to know, and that's it. I was talking to this guy the other day, and he had asked me to show him pictures of guys I've dated in the past.
All right. Were you turned on or off by that?
Off. I was like, why? And he was like, I'm just trying to understand your type. I was like, well, what do you think? I don't think I have a type, but literally, I ended up showing him. I was like, well, okay, if you want to hurt your feelings, I'll show you, because I don't feel like arguing with you about this. I don't know why you want to do this. And these aren't people that I'm currently dealing with, so that's what you should have been asking about. But anyway, I showed him. I was like, damn, maybe I did used to have a type, because all those niggas that I chose to share, they did look alike. But it's like, why would you ask that? You're asking too many details and you want your feelings hurt.
So what was his response to seeing the pictures? Be like, oh, they look good.
Oh, he was talking shit about everybody. He had something to say. He had something to say about everybody. Oh, he seemed kind of big. That nigga is not big. He's fine as fuck. So I don't even know why.
I'm shocked you showed. I wouldn't show. Like, was anybody wanted to see her?
Just because they were done. I was
like, no.
Well, those are current people.
Okay.
So these are people from the past. I ain't showing nobody current. It's not crazy.
Yeah, because that is a little crazy. Do you think when you are dating multiple people at once, you should let them all know? Or do you think it's not always necessary?
I don't think it's always necessary. I think it depends on the situation or the relationship. I think early on when it's new, I would just assume that you're dating multiple people. Like
That's
when you
smart.
first
tell the girls again.
Yeah, because when you first meet somebody, it's like the chances of somebody being completely unattached are slim. It does happen because sometimes I am that person that is not talking to anybody, and I really will have zero niggas. It is sad, and it is sad. But I just think you should assume that there's other people. And then when things get more serious, that's when you have a talk and ask them, or just be upfront about it. Like, I really enjoy spending time with you. I just, wanted to check in and just see, where we think this is headed. I am dating other people. You can put that in there, because I think you should tell somebody. When you start spending a lot of time, that's when people start forgetting shit. Like, yeah, you're spending a lot of time together, but do you spend every minute together? And at some point, somebody's going to the bathroom, so they might be calling and texting them. And at some point, you got some shit to do on your own time with your homegirls. You think he's sitting at home twiddling his thumbs? Maybe, but probably not. So, just go ahead and have that talk after things get more serious, or when you be trying to take the condom off. Either one, whichever comes first.
Yeah, it's like Kiki said, I don't wait until it gets too serious. I tend to lately let you know right off the jump, unless it seems like you really don't want to know, because a third person has made their way in. No sex or anything, but like,
that car is filling up.
It is real. I'm like, whoa, like I am.
You got a squad. All right,
girl, I got a nice little squad. But he's just a lot of fun, and I'm like, I just don't feel like there's a need to let everyone know about the third person.
Because he's not. He's new. He's not that deep in.
Yeah, he's not that deep in yet.
So yeah, it's no need to bring him into the equation.
There's just no reason. Some of it is just unnecessary. You're about to ruin something that that could be great.
And sometimes it's just your good time guy.
Yeah, it's a good time guy. It's
just fun. It's not gonna be nothing. This is not somebody you gotta worry about.
With that one, watch him be the nigga I marry. Could you imagine?
No, I can't. It's who I think it is. I can't.
But I like him too. He's a fun time. Yeah, I was just, the more that I meet, and it's funny because, like, if you are someone like me where you are a serial dater and you date a lot of people at once, I don't think you should feel bad about it if you're not doing anybody wrong. And for the longest, I used to feel bad about, like, dating multiple people.
Why?
I guess it's because I'm like, dang, again, lying, doing like and it's like, why are you doing that? We're actually grown people, and none of y'all paying my bill. We're grown-ups. Yeah. And you can, if you are really not committed to somebody, you really can do what you want to do. I was telling one of my friends this the other day, who was always crying about not having anyone. And I was like, but you're not even trying to put yourself out there. You're not meeting people. She was like, well, I'm just not like you. No, you're not, but you can be. Like, ladies, like, you're only going to be young and beautiful if you're not healthy and you drink all the time for a split second. So you need to take advantage of it. Have a good time. These men that want to take you on dates, go on the date and don't take it so seriously. Have fun. That's how lately I've been living my life. I saw a post the other day on Instagram. It said, when you are nonchalant, everything is going right. Everything normally just falls into place. The second you start chalanting is when shit starts being hard, you crying, it's rough. Stop chalanting with these niggas. Have a good time and let it be that. And then see what if it turns into more than cool. If it doesn't, there's more. There really is a lot of niggas out here. Indulge.
You can scoop them up and put them in
them up like Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Just slapping them in the cup, making a root beer float.
You got on the third row. Yeah, I do get it though. You have to absolutely put yourself out there if you want to date, and I do agree with that. It's like when I don't care, it's whatever. Everything is fine. I was talking to somebody and she was like, "Why are we even dealing with niggas? Niggas are so stressful." And I was like, honestly, I don't have any stress about niggas right now.
I sometimes feel like we can make the stress up in our head. It's like you went on one good date and you're like, it was amazing and it was the best date of our life. No, bitch, it was a good time and a fun date. Calm down. Hopefully y'all see each other.
I ain't gonna calm down, but I like to be excited the first 2 or 3 dates, and then after that it goes away and I'm back to just whatever. Yeah. Unless something else happens.
Dating is fun. Y'all, it's just so much fun.
I'm trying to go on more of it.
You know what else is fun? Squirting. You remember I used to always talk shit and be like, I can't squirt.
Yeah, you sure did.
Well, bitch.
It happened.
The tables have turned.
Okay.
I'm out here fucking up sheets. And I'm talking about water gun squirt. I didn't even know that I could do this.
So how did you achieve this?
So Sugar Mama Bae was like, I got you. Like, what? Bitch. It didn't even take no more. I was like, no, stop. She was like, I'm gonna make you squirt. She definitely made me squirt, and it was amazing. But I put on
the
here,
girls be knowing.
The girls be, and it's like I'm new to sex all over again. I am loving it. There are ups and downs to squirting though. The ups is that release just feels so good. You don't know if you're peeing or what the other scientific juice is, but it just feels good to just like let go. And if someone wants to slurp it up, that's even better. But the downs of it are, most likely you are not going to get up right after that squirt and wash the sheets. And I've squirted in my bed a couple of times, squirted in her bed a couple of times, and it makes a mess.
Yeah, you got to have a waterproof mattress.
Someone has to sleep in the squirt. And typically it's me because it was on my side. So now we're dirtying up other blankets.
Why don't you just scoot all the way over and just lay really, really tight together?
So in her bed, that's great because she's a huge California king size bed. This is Sugar Mama bed. Me, not so much. I'm still in a queen. And so we're not scooting over too far. We did go get on the couch, but the couch is uncomfortable. So like, I just don't like the mess of squirt. And it does have a piss smell. Now you're just laying in piss juice for the rest of the night.
You know what? I saw an Instagram ad for something down.
I think they actually emailed us.
We need to email them back. Can we get one?
Like, you trying to sponsor anybody saying that? I'm going to email them again because, bitch, I need that little thing. I'm not going to say what the name is.
You need like a little puppy pad type situation, but washable. You know, like a picnic blanket.
Yes.
A picnic blanket would be good because it's vinyl-y at the bottom, you know, and then cloth on the top so it'll still be soft. And I would just put a towel on top for extra reinforcement. Or you could use a puppy pad. Or like the hospital bed pad.
And just lay it down, then after we're done, just roll it up, throw it away.
I mean, if because those hold pee for people who are in the hospital and can't pee.
Oh, bitch, I'm about to pull up to somebody's nursing home. Y'all got any pads?
Girl, you can go to Walmart.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Or Target. Well, Target might not have none.
Well, if y'all got any squirting techniques, I want to shoot it out. Mine don't be shooting out like on porn. I want it to shoot out.
That's because it's fake.
How do you make it fake?
I don't know what they did. I don't do the porn. I just saw them say that it was fake. I
don't
know
how to make it squirt because she was like, I wanted to hit me in my eye, and I was like, but I can't like push too hard.
This girl I was in college with, I know this bitch was fucking lying. She used to say she was such a big squirter. I'm like, bitch, we just all started fucking. I don't believe you, and you're fucking raggedy niggas who probably are not doing anything but 2 positions, missionary and doggy style. I don't believe you. I don't even think they eating your pussy. Anyway, she used to say, yeah, I be squirting, and it just squirts up to the ceiling. Bitch, no ma'am, you're not squirting to the ceiling.
You're not squirting to the ceiling because it is hard to do any type of. They don't even need to call it
ceiling.
Squirt.
It's not even gonna go like a little rainbow right there. It's just gonna. It kind of just. It's more of a gush.
Yeah, it's like a gush. Now, if their fingers are in you and they keep like vigorously fucking you with their fingers, then it starts splashing everywhere. Yeah, that is so sexy.
I like that too.
Whew,
I like when they do the little thing to the side.
That's called the windshield wiper. Remember we learned that from somebody.
Yeah, one of our guests.
Yeah.
I forgot her name, but she was the the psychiatrist.
Yeah, that windshield wiper move. Woo, lesbians got strong
Yes.
fingers. All right,
Ooh.
so we're gonna move on to Indecisive Diane, and when we come back, we will hit y'all with a little bit of advice.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey, ladies. Okay, so this week, it's another Charlotte spot. So listen, while I was there, I was doing a lot of dates, and I went on this one date to this place called The Cellar at Duckworth's. This is one of those special dates. Some way you take somebody that you really like. It's a classy speakeasy with a vintage vibe. Here's the address. 330 North Tyrone Street, Charlotte, North Carolina. Dress cute and go with a cute bae. Bye.
Okay, and we are back from Indecisive Diane, and it is time for the advice. If you have, or if you need some advice, you can email us askcocktales@gmail.com.
Okay, so this one says, help, he won't leave. Mm-hmm. Hey, dolls. I just got hip to y'all's show the beginning of the year, and I've been listening ever since. I'm 30 years old and been in a relationship with this guy for 5 years now. And in the past 2 years, he had another girl. Told me that she was his cousin. See, of course, of course, I didn't believe him, but I still stayed. What's wrong with us? Well, you, because he is my first love. Now he is doing more with her that he hadn't done with me. Trips, shopping sprees, the whole nine. Yeah, I have gotten cars, and he paid all my bills and. Gives me play money. Oh, I forgot to mention, he is my MDB, a medium dick baller. I'm trying to leave him alone, but he won't let me. Told me we built too much for us to allow a random bitch to come in and fuck it up. Like, but sir, you brought her in. What do I need to do for him to finally leave me alone? I feel like he wants her more. So go be with her. Sent from my iPhone. You know what? I'm gonna keep this. The other woman, he does. I don't know what he likes about you. I really don't, because you said he bought your cars, he's giving you money. And here's what you're gonna have to do to get him to leave you alone, bitch. You gotta make some money, because it sounds like you're only staying because you need the things that he's doing right now. And I totally get it. I've been in that situation before, but at some point you're gonna have to get your shit together and just realize maybe you don't need him as much as you thought you did, because he knows that you need him. So whether you just got really good pussy and he wants to keep fucking, he does like the other girl better.
Yeah, we probably don't give him much back talk. We're probably nicer.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, that doesn't always win.
Yeah, you're like the yes girl. Like he knows even if he stands you up or does you dirty, he can still call you and pull up and fuck you at 3 a.m. He knows if he does you dirty, you still gonna pull up and maybe hold his gun for him that he just used to do something illegal. He knows he can take the car and this is not good. And I know you put in all those things, like he gives you cars and money and stuff, and you wanted to try to like put that out there so that we were like, oh yeah, you're getting it. You're not. So
or just cheat on him and find somebody you like and keep getting your benefit.
But be careful. This wouldn't be a moment to be honest. Like, if you do meet somebody else, don't tell that nigga.
I didn't say none of that now. Okay. Gotta keep it on the low and still try and get your life together. You still have to do that with that plan, because he can snatch that away at any moment, because you will probably get caught.
And if the car is not in your name, it's really not your car. And I don't know how much money he's giving you, but make sure you're saving some.
Okay. This one says he wants it all the time. I don't see the problem, but okay, let's find out what it is. Hey ladies, I'm going to get straight into it. My man has an extremely high sex drive. I thought he was all over me because we're still in the honeymoon phase, but I realized that's not the case. I asked him randomly one day how much sex did he have in past relationships. He innocently and genuinely replied with a day, followed by maybe 2 to 4 times a day. We've been dating for about 2 months, and I'm concerned I won't be able to keep up. I love that my man desires me, but I've always been kind of a one and done girl. He has a personal mission to make me orgasm no less than 3 times a session, unless it's a quickie. We've talked about this, and now he's determined to get my stamina and endurance up. He's teaching me edging He's serious about this. He's teaching me edging and making my orgasm last longer. Don't get me wrong, the sex is great, but I thought the perks of dating older was more slow-paced romance.
Like
For reference, I'm 25 and he's 30. Girl, that's not older. I mean, he's older than you, but that's not what people mean by older. You got to get somebody that's got an AARP card.
Yeah.
Any advice? Thanks in advance. Keep putting out that great content.
You know, my advice would be, and I feel like she's going to be like, bitch, what? But here's what I think. When people have like, you're getting too much sex, first of all, you sound spoiled. But second of all, I feel like that's when, and I've done this with Lieutenant Bay, we went to the sex club. And I was just like, there were times when it was like, I'm not trying to, like, he likes to have a whole lot of sex. And again, he's an older nigga. And I was like, God damn, like, you really be wanting to fuck. I think he's a sex addict. But I think that, like, maybe you bring in somebody else. Like, maybe you let him, you watch him fuck somebody else and see how you feel about that. Maybe have the conversation first, because he seems like he might also kind of be addicted to sex, so he might leave you for her. But like, go to the sex club, maybe do more sexual things that don't involve you having to fuck him. But I mean, girl, it's not a problem. Like, you should be happy.
I don't understand the issue. I really don't.
Yes.
Like, is it the penetration? Are you tired?
Are you not having foreplay so you don't get to really enjoy? Maybe you need to do more, incorporate more foreplay.
I feel like he's doing a lot because he's doing the edging. Like, he don't seem like somebody that's going to skip the foreplay.
And or maybe he's doing things that you don't really like. So maybe pick some of your favorite porn if you watch porn and show him the types of things that you like, and then maybe you'll enjoy it more. Because maybe she don't like all that freaky shit. And y'all can switch it up a little bit. So, like, it definitely sounds like a conversation needs to be had with your partner. Like, hey, I feel like if you tell him you're having too much sex, it's not fun.
It might already be. I have fucked a man who I felt like was a sex addict. And the sex was great. You can go over and over. I guess I've had a few of them. But it's just like, God damn, I can understand too much, but it wasn't 2 to 4 times a day.
There have been times when I've been like, you're not tired? I am
and they don't be
exhausted.
Tired. I used to think a couple of them were on drugs.
Oh.
But I found out they weren't. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. I don't know. Good luck, sis. I just, maybe you guys just aren't equally yoked. You have to move on and figure something else out.
That could be it too.
Yeah. Okay. So, we're going to move on. But before we get to the cocktails, we do want to remind you guys about some excellent sex toys. Dame products.
As Dame products can be incorporated into your sex life with your partner, or if you just like to masturbate a lot, you can rub one out. They have a great selection of toys.
They do. And if you don't know what toy to get, maybe you're new and experienced, or you're just looking to try something new, you can head over to their website, dameproducts.com. They have a quiz that you can fill out, check it out, and it will give you suggestions, and you tell them, okay, this is just for me, this is for my man, this is for my girl, this is for a couple, whatever it is. They also have other products on there too. They have some good lubes. They have this cream type thing, and it increases like the sensation that you feel when somebody touches you. I tried it. It feels really good.
They also have like a little bag that you can put your toys in. It's super discreet, super cute. Packaging is discreet when you
and the toys feel good.
They feel good. They're cute.
Rechargeable.
Yeah, y'all check out Dame Products. Go to dameproducts.com. Use code COCKTALES, COCKTALES, for $10 off.
And now we're gonna move on to the cocktails.
If I want fuck, I'm gon' fuck 'em. But if he ain't got a buck, I won't cuff 'em. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Wanna double D, so stuff. Back to the point. Is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably stick the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a
Sure. Down. Okay, this one says my first cocktail.
Shout out to you.
Hey, Kiki and Medina. I'm a huge fan of the show, so here's my cocktail of losing my virginity at 26. Ah, damn. So I had only received oral sex once prior to this night from this guy before, but I think he got nervous when I told him I was still a virgin. I would be too. Sorry, sis. Okay, then one day last week, he DMs me and says he wants to link up again and sent me a nut video. It was very nice, but I told him I was on my period, so I wouldn't be free until the weekend. He told me he didn't care about a period, so I was like, might as well. So I jump in the shower and lotion up and put on my satin robe. He comes over, we do some small talk, and he tells me to get on the bed. I do, and he starts kissing me, then says, I thought you knew I wanted you naked. I instantly started getting wet. So he starts kissing all over my body, and now I'm really turned on and wet. So he gets a condom, and he was being very gentle and tried to put the tip in. Y'all, it hurt so bad. I remember that. Anybody that says if you wait, it'll hurt less is a liar. So I took control and pulled out my vibrator and told him to finger me and said, I'm going to have an orgasm first, then we'll try again. So he watched me masturbate and fingered me until I had an orgasm. Then we tried again, and it still hurt. But after a few minutes, it started feeling really good. Then he pulled out and started giving me head, even though I was on my period, and telling me how good I taste. He is a vampire. Then we started having sex again, and he was stroking so deep and good, I ended up having an orgasm from penetration. I have never in my life had a feeling like that, and I'm sick. I waited this long to have sex. Then he came right after me, and we cuddled. I love cuddling. Thanks to y'all for giving me more confidence in my sexuality, because I know if I hadn't listened to the show, I never would have felt comfortable to take charge of my first time. Sent from my iPhone. I wonder if that's from our Patreon.
I wonder too. Let us know if it is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for sending that in. Make sure you check out I'mCuriousToKnow.com and get your game. Buy the tickets to the live show. All the links are in the description box below. Follow us on Instagram. We're at Cocktales Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Bean.
And until next week, you guys. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the track. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Wait on the track. Wait on the track. I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the track. Bye. Bye. Bye.